So let's talk about the difference between professional hair color and at-home hair color. There are some things that you need to watch out for in non-professional hair color, and I hope in this series to bring some of those things up. But the chemistry, what's in the box, what's in the bottle, is really, really similar to what's in the tube, what's in the bottle. Your major difference between at-home hair color and professional hair color is the operator and the amount of options that the operator has. For instance, this Revlon Color Silk advertises 100% gray coverage. Now typically, we use 20 volume peroxide for gray coverage. We'll see if that's what they use in here, but that's fairly standard. What if you don't have gray hair? Do you need 20 volume to deposit your black hair color? Permanent color fades. It just does. Even though a color says it's permanent, that's a classification of color, not a promise. So over time, as that black hair color fades out, you're not going to have your natural mousy brown anymore, or whatever you had. You're going to have something warmer, more orangey or auburny underneath because you used a gray coverage formula on your natural hair. As a cosmetologist, these are things that I've been taught to look out for and formulate for that a box just can't do. Another thing that stylists are always telling us to look out for in box colors is metallic dyes, or also referred to as metallic salts. So we're going to look for that in here as well. But let's get into it and talk about the difference between a professional color and an at-home color. Do they deposit as well? Do they remove as well? Which ones deposit better? Which ones remove better? Which ones leave the hair feeling better? So let's take a look at the ingredients and look for the metallic dyes that we're always warned about. Water, alcohol, ethylene, we got some pigments, we have some fatty acids, we have keratin amino acids, we have some emulsifiers, we have some fragrance, and some more coal tar based dyes. There are no metallic dyes inside of this. The ingredients in this black are really, really similar to the ingredients in this black. Inside the box, we should normally find directions. I took them out. Developer stored inside the applicator bottle. That's pretty smart. And our color. Now, a thing to note about the after color care conditioners that are in home hair dyes, I think these are pretty legendary as making your hair feel good. And this one shouldn't disappoint. Something really cool about what's inside this conditioner has the ingredient amodimethicone, which is going to help put a coating around the hair, which means your hair is going to feel smoother. It's going to feel less tangly, but it's also going to help lock the color in. That's a plus for the at-home color, the aftercare conditioner. So one thing you don't find in the box, written anywhere on the instructions in the box, is what volume developer am I working with here? This is a cream developer, so I can't use a hydrometer to test it. I'm going to need to use my fermentation tube to test it, which I did in a previous video where I left my mic off. In any case, I determined that this is 20 volume developer, which is going to help us with our gray coverage. Our ratio, 2 ounces to 2 ounces, 59.1 milliliters. So it's a 1-to-1 ratio with color to developer. I measured some out and colored some swatches earlier, so you wouldn't have to wait around and make this a really long video. And I did note that this kind of smells like professional color too. I've got some others coming up that really don't. Not an altogether unpleasant smell. So we were going for black. I used some of my pivot point swatches and the medium light field just to see how pigmented and how black this color was and what sort of undertones I might need to expect. And this was my result. That's pretty black. Let's compare it to Matrix SoColor 1in, which is Matrix's deepest black as well. To me, the Matrix one does look slightly lighter and in a way browner. This one feels like a cooler black. No, I don't know. This one is a pretty cool black as well, but it's like a greener black, whereas this is a bluer black. Now, as a professional stylist, I could take my Matrix color and I can add additives to it. I can make it look less green. I can make it look more blue. And one of the reasons why this one looks so green is because it was on such light hair. Typically, you need to fill hair this light if you're going to go this dark. Otherwise, it might turn a little bit green. This one is just altogether pretty cool. So head to head, they're pretty similar. This, you basically get what's in the box. This, I can customize a little bit more. But how well do they remove? Just like I did in my splat video, I took Wella Blondor and 20 volume at a 1-to-2 ratio, and I put it on these swatches for 30 minutes. These were my results. So my Matrix compared to my Revlon. I definitely feel like the Matrix in that 30 minutes removed a little bit better than the Revlon did. I'm trying to be as unbiased as I can be in my opinions here, but I do feel like the Matrix hair feels better than the Revlon hair. The Revlon is ammonia free, whereas the Matrix is not ammonia free. An interesting thing about ammonia versus other alkalizers. You need some sort of alkalizer in your hair color, basically make it work the way that it needs to. Ammonia rinses clean out of the hair pretty quickly and easily. Any of the other alkalizers available in color that are not ammonia take a lot longer to come out of the hair, and therefore the hair is always left a little bit more swollen and maybe even slightly rougher feeling after that process if you're using non-ammonia colors, which is maybe can account for why the Revlon hair looks a little bit more poofy than the Matrix one. These were lightened at the same time, shampooed with the same shampoo. So my verdict, I definitely feel like the professional hair color left this particular swatch just minutely softer and came out of the hair just a little bit easier. However, just put on this swatch raw, the Revlon color was a little bit prettier than the Matrix color, which I have the power to customize and not make look so green. The Revlon post-color conditioner, magic ingredient amodimethicone, leaves the hair feeling soft, silky, tangle-free. You can also get that from Matrix in their Keep Me Vivid shampoo, conditioner, and spray. The conditioner and the spray have the amodimethicone, leave the hair feeling amazing. So does Revlon have anything to offer that we can't for our Matrix colors? No, not really. But then again, with such similar results, all in all, I feel like the Revlon performed pretty well. Very similar to the Matrix. Not as bad as I thought it was going to be. The one last thing I want to leave you with is overlapping. And I want to do a video about this, but a major problem I see when people do the hair on their own is repeated overlapping of the color. And over time, that hair color gets harder and harder to remove and even darker. It'll appear darker and darker and those layers build up. So there's a lot of pros in visiting a qualified professional. Really the only con would be budget and poor customer service. But if you're going to be careful, you're not going to overlap. I don't want to get myself in trouble here, but I do have to say that the Color Silk performed better than I expected. I'll see you next time. Hey guys, thanks for watching this video. If you like what you saw and you want to see some more, go ahead and check out some of my other videos. Feel free to share with any of your nerdy friends. Click the subscribe button. If you have any questions or comments, leave them below. Let me know what else you want to hear about. Thank you so much for stopping by, and I'll see you next time.